Let me see. Standing in the cold, check. Long line of people with blankets sleeping in bags, check. Yep, guys, Black Friday. You know, the day where we have a slim chance of getting things at a discount. I do like Black Friday and what it's trying to do, but through my life, I've had different thoughts and feelings about it. First of all, y'all, when I was a kid, I thought it was a holiday that was for black people, to celebrate, Black Lives Matters and stuff like that. But then once I knew the purpose that was supposed to fulfill, discounts and such, I thought that was a deal that only applied to black people. One of the reasons that helped me think that was back in the day, there was a kid who told me that black people would only get things for free on Black Friday. Well, now that I'm an adult, I know that's not the case at all. But the funny thing is, a few years ago, SML made the same joke about that.
I need a controllers. Hey, it's Black Friday. Everything free. I know. Hey.
I was just like, wow. I think we can all agree that there are pros and cons when it comes to this very cheap day. After we go through a whole year of not getting things we wanted because they were too expensive, we finally get a couple of chances to get said items due to price droppings. The first pro, and the only pro in my opinion, is the price droppings. I mean, this is a chance for people to wait outside stores with their families to, get the things they want. I mean, if you want to call that family bonding, sure, that's another pro, I guess. The rest are cons, in my opinion. Like, for example, when you get into the store and the item that you wanted is no longer in stock because, oh, big surprise, other people got to it first. The other is just waiting outside all night just for them to say that they don't have it in stock before you even get into the store. I mean, come on, man. I know we've all had that moment where you finally wait until the morning for them to open and they say, hey, I know what you're here for. And I get it, I kind of want it too, but I just got word that, they're not going to have it here. They don't have it in stock. Sorry, y'all going to have to go home, which honestly sucks. And then there's the last con, which, to be honest, based on what I've read, is the worst one. It's just getting through the barrage of people, like I just said, trying to get said item. Like, you guys remember how hard it was to even get a Nintendo Switch, a PS4, or a PS5 when they came into stock, and you finally get it on Black Friday? Bro, the people who are trying to get that, basically who are trying to kill people to get said items, bro, that is crazy. Like, seriously, bro, no cap. You'd be lucky to leave the store with a broken arm by the end of Black Friday. There are people who got seriously hurt due to the stampedes or the fights that they had over items that they wanted. I swear there are going to be some people who are going to be like Mufasa, who have to fight against the stampede but almost ends up getting killed, or just ends up getting killed just like Mufasa did. Look, I shouldn't have to remind you all because I'm pretty sure most of the people watching this video has common sense, but for real, y'all, be careful doing Black Friday stuff. Don't go overboard just because there's an item that's been discounted. Don't hurt people or, God forbid, you get hurt trying to get said item. Just take precautions and make sure that things don't get too far out of control. I mean, I don't even know why I'm even saying that because I'm pretty sure it's going to get out of control anyway. I mean, in all honesty, the few times I went Black Friday shopping, I didn't have to deal with the whole stampede thing, and thank God for that. But I did have to deal with what I said before, waiting outside all night just for them to say that they don't have the item in stock, which really does suck. But I didn't have to deal with the real horrors of Black Friday. But just in case I do get into a stampede, bro, no cap, I probably have a weapon on me. Not a gun, obviously, but I'd have a knife on me or something like that. Someone tries to fight me or just try to take my item from me, I'm like, bro, back up. I will cut you up, bro. Like, think twice, bro. I'm not even about that life, but I will cut someone up if they try to take my item from me. Like, seriously, I'm an artist. You guys know that because, come on, you're watching the video. You think I actually look like this? No, I draw myself like this. Well, I do look like that, but you know what? I'm not even going to get into that. I'm an artist. So back when I was a little younger, I wanted to get into digital drawing like I see the people on social media do. And from what I've heard, people really love to use Wacom tablets, Wacom, whatever. I tried to go get one on Black Friday because, I'm trying to, increase my skills as an artist. But even though it said it would be in store when I looked online, when I would get to the store, they'd all be gone because, Black Friday, other artists are trying to get it too. There's no real hard feelings with that, but would have been nice to get it at a discount, though. Just saying. However, there was one situation I got myself into on Black Friday last year that I will never forget. And this is due to me just trying to be nice and do something nice for my brother. Because I was the only one with a car and my parents were tired. My little brother tried to get me to go Black Friday shopping with him to get a PS5. And you guys remember how hard it was to get a PS5 when that first dropped. I know y'all remember. Y'all remember the horror behind that crap. Well, my little brother kept getting leads about a certain store getting a PS5, and he begged me to help him because, like I just said, I had a car and my parents were tired and just didn't feel like it. So we decided to go and try to get it for him. You know, me trying to be nice for my little brother. You know how it is. So we pull up to the store that he said was going to have the PS5 at around 11:45, and we decided to wait there all night until the store opens. And I cannot stress enough how cold it was outside. He was just lucky that I loved him so much, otherwise I wouldn't be doing this. So since we both knew that it was Black Friday, we had to think of a plan. So the first part of our most brilliantly thought out plan was that since there was no one else there, we were the only ones there, if someone were to try to even park to get a spot in line, my little brother, since he's faster than me, would dash to the door and hold our spot in line. And then while he's waiting in line, I get the blankets and stuff so we can sit out there. And since we both knew how cold it was outside, we added a part 2. To keep our spot in line, one of us would, unfortunately, have to wait on the cold for an hour, while the other would stay in the car, get some shut-eye, and try to warm up. And then we would switch off every hour. But hold up. I think I'm getting ahead of myself. Let me back up to the moment we actually pulled up to the store. So, remember when I said we got there at 11:45? Like, no cap, we were only there for 15 minutes when some BS happened out of nowhere. My brother was even watching a YouTube video, and you know what? He told me it wasn't even 15 minutes when this happened. So some time goes by, and what do we hear? Oh, sugar honey iced tea. Oh, but hold on. If you think it was just one police car, oh, no. There was not one, not two, but 3 police cars came out of nowhere and surrounded my car. That shit scared the crap out of me for real. Like, for real. I was always nervous around cops. Why? Oh, I don't know. Maybe because I didn't want to end up like the other black people getting killed for no reason. Because we all know that shit happens way too often. So I made sure to have both hands visible on the driving wheel. You know, kind of like how they did in The Hate U Give. If you haven't seen that movie yet, you need to watch it. And my little brother had his hands visible on his phone outside his blanket so they didn't think he was trying to reach for something. Or if he had his hands in the blanket and he was holding onto his phone, but he was trying to pull out his phone, they would think he was trying to pull out a weapon. Let me say this first. It did take a second for the heater to warm up to the point where you don't need the blanket anymore. But for the moment in the car, he did need the blanket. So there was one cop in each car, and each one got out and surrounded my baby. Don't hurt my poor, precious Medea. Okay, man, just remember what we talked about. Don't look intimidating, look him dead in the eye, make sure your hands are visible, and don't even try to reach for anything. And if they do ask for an ID, go slow, make sure you don't look intimidating, don't go too fast, don't give them a reason to pull out their gun. And make sure to have a little brother recording just in case. Okay, let's do this. So the policeman by my driver's side window walked up to my car, and he said that he got a report about a suspicious car parked outside right after closing hours. And you know what? Part of me wants to say, I guess that's fair. The employee who we did see someone who tried to lock up the store, so I guess the employee who tried to lock up was just there and just thinking that, oh God, let me get the heck out of here and call the cops before they try to rob my store. So the cop kindly asked us what we were doing outside so late outside the store. I spoke calmly and maturely, saying we're waiting for a PS5 shipment to come in so we can be the first ones in line to get it. Then, after I calmly and maturely said that, the cop walks back to one of his cop buddies behind my car and they start talking. I look in the rearview mirror, I see that they're talking for a second, and I see that there's a female cop looking like, she didn't even look like she wanted to be there. She had a look on her face that was a mixture of being utterly bored and being utterly pissed that she had to be out there in the cold that late. But cops are always on duty no matter what time it is. You signed up for that. You knew what was going to happen, so don't be looking like that. Low-key, at that point, I was scared out of my mind. I almost felt like pissing my pants because I was so scared. Then I start to notice that the other cop buddy was starting to walk up to me, and I almost my pants right there. So he comes up to us, leans over, where his face is almost at the window, and quietly asks, hey, Are y'all sure there's gonna be a PS5 sold here? I'm trying to get one for my kid, you know? Me and my brother both felt absolutely relieved we weren't in trouble, but then my little brother started informing him that he got a lead that they were going to be sold here, and the cop actually looked kind of thankful. It was, I guess kids all around the world want PS5s no matter what. But low-key knowing what I know now that happens in the world, that honestly scared the crap out of me because, let me repeat, 3 policemen in 3 separate cars surrounded my one little tiny red car. Oh, I'm so sorry that my bright red Chevy Cobalt looked so suspiciously dangerous that 3 other policemen had to come and investigate. Even though that night did kind of freak me out, I do know that I did get off easier than most people. Some people get severely hurt on Black Friday, just like I said earlier. Then there are those people who do, you know, the smart thing and just buy their stuff online, you know, so they don't have to go through that whole ordeal and, you know, avoid brutality. But then again, I know shopping online also has its pros and cons too, which is a whole different thing. Well, not really, but you know what I mean. Then there are also those people who go overboard for Black Friday. Like, do you guys remember a couple years ago where there was this dude standing outside the store a week before Black Friday, I think, and had a tent with like a TV, a bed, and for some reason a little boy in there, which honestly did not look like a good look at all, because that honestly looked kind of sus. Well, the only thing about that kind of just made me want to stop watching in general was that there was a woman who was trying to get an interview with this guy who was prepared for Black Friday a week ahead, but she started talking like she was black. Like, she started saying words I'm pretty sure she probably heard on black sitcoms and thought we all talk like that, which is a thing I'm not going to get into right now, but it just made me cringe so much hearing her talk the way she did. She even starts asking him to freestyle for some odd reason, and the little boy in there just looks at the cameras like, oh god, why did you have to ask him that? And while he was freestyling, as good as it was, she started raising the roof and started acting like, ooh, yeah, that's that good freestyle spirit. I was like, oh god, stop. No, please stop. There were probably other people out there watching this begging you to stop as well, or just flat out turn the TV off too. And as you and I both know, there are a whole bunch of other stupid things that happen over Black Friday, like the mom who let her kid use the GameStop floor as a restroom, the woman who called the police over a sold out TV. Oh, I'm sorry that people got to it before you did. I'm pretty sure the cops probably have better things to do rather than having to help you with a sold out TV, bro. What the and let's not forget the woman who bit a cop over a Tickle Me Elmo, and the other one who tackled and pretty much punched store employees for a Furby. Is that what it's called? A Furby? I don't even know what that is, but I'm pretty sure you don't need to go punching people for it. I know for the majority of this video, we talked about bad stuff that happened on Black Friday. This is just kind of a warning type video and also just a story type video too. But regardless of what we're talking about right now, don't let that stop you from going Black Friday shopping. If you enjoy it, then you enjoy it. Just remember to be safe and be careful and don't do anything dumb. And probably take extra precautions if you have to deal with that whole stampede thing like I talked about earlier. And with that, guys, I hope you have a happy Thanksgiving and a happy holidays. And let's start getting into the sweater weather. More Storytime videos coming out soon. Like, share, subscribe, and remember, we're stronger in numbers. Oh, wait, before y'all go, just a reminder, I just reached 100 subscribers. So for this occasion, I'm going to be holding a Q&A. So for the next 2 weeks, y'all going to send me your questions however way you want it. And ask whatever you want, but try to keep it PG. I'm going to try to choose the top 20, illustrate them, and answer them honestly. So for the next 2 weeks, if you want to send me your questions for me to answer, go ahead. Do it through any of my social media. But remember, try to keep it PG, guys. All right. Thank you. Bye.
世界へ奇跡の扉開くのは